I lost my daughter 3 months ago, so when her school called saying she started a fight, I drove there expecting a mistake. It wasn't. My phone buzzed, and a woman's voice said a string of words that made my brain short-circuit like a toaster in a bathtub. We need you to come and pick up Millie. She's been in a fight. I gripped the counter because my knees forgot how to work. I'm sorry, I whispered. Did you say Millie? Yes. How soon can you arrive? I hung up without answering because my daughter Millie has been dead for 3 months. I used to have the kind of life that looked good in Christmas cards. My husband was an incredible man, and we had 2 daughters, Millie and Kara. Then 3 months ago, my husband and Millie caught a deadly infection on our family vacation. I spent 2 weeks watching them fade like photographs left in the sun. After their funerals, I stopped functioning. I barely left the house. I didn't call anyone, didn't notify anyone, just existed in this fog of grief while Kara handled herself. I assumed she was still going to her regular public school because I was too broken to pay attention. I was the world's worst mother, checked out and useless, all while my living daughter needed me most. But grief does awful things to you. After hanging up on the woman, I drove straight to my daughter's old private school like a woman possessed. The secretary at the front desk smiled when I walked in. I'm here for Millie, I think, I said. Her face changed. She went pale and exchanged a look with the assistant principal standing nearby. You're Millie's mother? She asked, her voice weird and careful, like she was handling something breakable. Yes. She glanced at the assistant principal again. Something passed between them I couldn't read. The principal is expecting you. Down the hall, last door on the right. I walked toward that office feeling like I was moving through water, my heart pounding so loud I could hear it in my ears. I pushed open the door, and there, sitting in the leather chair, was my daughter Millie. She had the same dark hair pinned back with the butterfly hair clip I bought at the zoo. Same purple sweater with the tiny hole her sister tore in the hem, but she was picking at her cuticles under the desk, a nervous habit Kara has had since kindergarten, while Millie's hands were always still. The world tilted sideways, because apparently my life wasn't complicated enough. Now I was staring at what looked like my dead daughter, and her principal was talking. I understand Millie's been struggling since losing her sister, but when another student made cruel comments about Kara's death, Millie responded with violence. Fighting is not tolerated at our academy. My brain snagged on his words. Cruel comments about Kara's death? He thought Kara was the one who died. He thought this girl in front of him was Millie. Can I take her home now? I asked, my voice coming out robotic. Of course, we'll discuss consequences at a later date. I grabbed my daughter's arm and walked her to the car in silence. My mind was spinning like a hamster wheel on fire. I got in, closed the door, and turned to face her. Kara, my voice cracked. What the hell are you doing? She burst into tears, the ugly kind that shake your whole body. Mom, please, let me explain. She reached into her backpack and pulled out a folded piece of paper, soft and worn at the creases. Millie wrote this. Before she died, she made me promise. I took the letter and looked it over. It's written in Millie's handwriting, loopy and careful. Dear Kara, it read. I know I'm not going to make it. I can feel it. When I'm gone, I want you to take my spot at my school. Pretend to be me. It was never fair that I got the scholarship to some fancy private school and you didn't. We look alike enough that nobody will know. I'm giving you my student ID and my schedule. You deserve this chance. You're smarter than me anyway. Please, let me give you this one thing. Love, Millie. I looked up at Kara, tears streaming down both our faces. She was dying, Kara whispered, and all she thought about was giving me something good. I pulled her into my arms so tight I thought we might break. Then I asked, what about the fight today? Kara uses her sleeve to wipe her eyes. When I pretended to be her, I found out Millie was bullied. This girl made her life hell. When I saw her today, I couldn't stop myself. I sighed and said, we have to tell the school the truth, but if you want to go to that school for real, I'll figure it out. Loans, second mortgage, whatever it takes. Kara shook her head slowly. I don't want to go there anymore. It was Millie's, not mine. She paused, picking at a thread on her blanket. But maybe a different school? Somewhere nobody knows us? She looked up with red-rimmed eyes. Maybe a new house too? One without Dad's stuff in the garage and Millie's room down the hall? I squeezed her hand. Something in my chest loosened for the first time in 3 months. Not hope exactly, just the absence of drowning. Okay, I said, let's go be new people somewhere else.